Welcome to Autumn Qigong for immunity, better breathing, and emotional well-being. And this is our third session. And in this session, we're going to make medicine. This is a healing circle. And in our journey so far, we have created our container. We've gotten more clear on our why. We've connected with our deepest, most loving intentions for ourselves. We have found our center, and we've come into alignment, in alignment with truth, in alignment with our higher wisdom. And now we're ready to make some medicine. So I'm going to begin this journey with a poem by Rumi. And we're going to let Rumi set the stage. Sorrow prepares you for joy. It violently sweeps everything out of your house so that new joy can find space to enter. It shakes the yellow leaves from the boughs of your heart so that fresh green leaves grow in their place. It pulls up the rotten roots so that new roots hidden beneath have room to grow. Whatever sorrow shakes from your heart, far better things will take their place. So having that be the backdrop for our circle, let's orient ourselves in our space, drawing ourselves present here in this moment with your breath, remembering your body is always in the present moment. And you know you're in the present moment because of your senses. So take the opportunity here to see the space that you're in, to smell the space that you're in, to feel your body in the space, to hear, activating all of your ordinary senses, bringing you here in this present moment, knowing that you're preparing for a healing journey and that these ordinary senses become extraordinary so that you can see what you could not see before, hear what you could not hear, sense, feel, taste, know, smell what you could not before. And as you start to bring yourself in this present moment, with your breath, breathe into your center, feeling yourself become calm, clear, and centered. Bringing your mind into your lower dantian. And as you do this, you start to come into vertical alignment. You can feel this vertical axis, this point at the top of your head, Wei Qi. It's gently lifted. It's not that you're rising up. It's just that there's a point of connection there, and from there it's as if your body relaxes underneath it. So this part lifts. There's a line that runs through your perineum, a line that runs through your arms, down to the earth. Your fingers are open, Gravity is supporting your relaxation. There's a line between your pelvis and runs down into the earth, down into your roots. And as you find your center and find your alignment, you find yourself at a gate. And I am your gate guardian. And the gate question is, what needs to be swept from your house? What needs to be swept from your house so that something new can enter? Breathe that in, being honest with yourself. When you feel ready, bring your hands and feet together with a humble bow, setting that down, emptying your cup. Once you feel like you can feel that energy exchange of what needs to be swept, taking a nice deep breath, inhaling one vertebra at a time, slowly with your breath, emerging in the present moment, arriving with a willingness to enter into our sanctuary. And when you're ready, step across the threshold. I'm going to we'll come into that vertical aligned place and we'll start our practice with showering Qi. So when you're ready, you're going to inhale and you're going to connect with the earth energy and draw the earth energy up as your hands float to the horizon. Your body sinks. You're going to exhale, moving from your thumbs. Your thumbs are the leader. Exhale, turn your hands over. Your body rises as your hands sink. Inhale, gather energy from the universe. Exhale, send it through your body, showering your body with light. We'll do this 3 times. Inhale, connecting with the earth, like you're creating a bowl underneath you. Exhale, turn your palms over. Inhale, collecting the light, this field of energy all around you, possibility and potential. And your hands are floating down, and it's like your palms of your hands are beaming, showering light, showering Qi through your vessel, all the way through down into your roots, into the earth. One more time in silence. Feeling how this is helping you connect with your container and the 3 forces of power of Earth, the universe, and nature. And we'll start knocking on the door of life. Your feet are rooted. You're still in that vertical alignment. And now we're activating. And see this as a clearing. See this as an opportunity to really connect with your energetic space, your body, your belly, your kidneys, your womb, your bones. your stomach, the earth and the water within you. The form of your body. That you're here to honor your temple, honor your vehicle. Let's bring our hands up to knock on our lungs, knocking on our lungs and our kidneys. We're making this connection between metal and water. Metal gives birth to water. Metal creates the container and water flows in it. There's a connecting point here that's incredibly important. And if you have anything you just want to get off your chest right here, just lowering your hands down, back down to your abdomen, to your kidneys, to your belt vessel. And just start to let this slowly slow down by not knocking on your body anymore, but now connecting to this field of energy around you, this current, this river, letting your waters flow through you. They flow clean, they nourish you, they clear away what you don't need, they water your roots. Letting this slow down until you start to find stillness. Breathing, feeling, integrating. Let's do another clearing. We'll do clearing. Floating your hands up. And then when you exhale, they just drop and you turn your waist like this. In our previous sessions, we saw these arms like connected to the metal element, right? They were like, I always have this image when I spent time in Costa Rica. I would, carry a machete and I'd always whack, bushwhack my way through. I feel like it's clearing your path, front and behind you. But today, let these be brooms. Sweep your space. Sweep, clear. Let these be brooms to organize your energy, organize your emotional field, organize your energetic body, organize your immune system. Let it just sweep and remove any clutter from your Wei Qi field. You can make the sound. Let yourself kind of warm up. Let yourself loosen up. Once you feel like you've cleared enough space, you can start to let it slow down. And like as you're clearing, there might just be literally a lightning that happens, like a levity. Yeah. Letting this slow down, letting this slow down. Coming to center. We'll do spinal cord breathing. So when you inhale, you're going to inhale up and you're going to arch your back and make soft, loose fists and looking up. And then when you exhale, your pelvis tucks under, your hands open while they're traveling. And then it's like your elbows come close together, your chin tucks, and then you have soft, loose fists here when you're closed. You're closed, and then you inhale, open. Drawing fresh breath in, exhaling and closing expelling all the old. Nice deep breath. Feel yourself opening the front of your body. And now opening the back of your body. As your body moves, it's like the breath just gets squeezed out of you as you're exhaling. And then as you inhale, the breath just pours in. Just like mechanical. Creating space in your spine. Creating movement in your chest. We're going to spend a lot of time here in your chest today. And last one. Feeling ourselves warmed up, a little loosened up. Okay. So I want to share something, this breath with you, and it seems like now would be a good time to do that. This is called Wei Qi breathing. Wei Qi is this energy that's in your muscles, it's in your skin, and it's in your auric field. It's part of your protective mechanism. It's a part of your immune system. And it's easy to make strong, and it's easy to have holes in it. You can get holes in your Wei Qi just by all the ways you already know by getting sick. Like you're out in the cold, you're depleted, you're around toxic people, you ate toxic food, you don't have the rest you need. Classic holes in your Wei Qi. But another one that people don't really know that much about, it's the way you speak. It's gossiping, lying, not being truthful, and that puts holes in your Wei Qi. So this breath, it creates pressure, and it takes the pressure inside your body to come to the outer surface. And in the practice, we're going to do this breath, but in our practice, we're always coiling and spiraling. There's like in this very beginning motion, we're coiling, leading from our thumbs, and throughout the whole practice we're coiling and spiraling. Why we do that is when we coil and spiral, it's like a dirty dishcloth, and you wring out, and when you wring it out, old toxic stuff comes out. So when you coil and spiral, you're clearing your body, you're detoxifying. And what you're doing is, in this practice, you're allowing your Wei Qi to expand and come out, so it doesn't stay stuck in one spot. It's like, imagine a way to cultivate Wei Qi is breathing like this, but in the summer, in the warmer months, you're getting all the sunlight, and you're outside, and your skin is in the sunlight, and you absorb this sunlight, and your body stores it into your body. And then when we do coiling movements and breathing like this, that sunlight can come out. Your inner light can shine. So this breathing is simple, but it's your first time doing it, and it takes a little minute to get coordinated. And I'm only going to share with you this practice right now, and you have all the material to practice on your own. I'm going to share it with you one time, and then we'll do a whole cycle. And I love this breath, and when I do it silently. So I'm going to try my best to do it so you can hear me and not make a mistake as we can. But essentially, it's a counting breath. You're going to breathe in and then exhale for longer, and each breath is going to grow. Let's experience it. So let's go ahead, one hand on your belly just to anchor you. Find your breath. I'm going to count with my fingers so you can see my fingers. I'll stand even a little bit closer. Okay. So when you're ready, you're going to I'm going to say in and out for inhale and exhale. Okay. So in, 1, 2. Out, 1, 2, 3. In. 1, 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 1, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's one breath. We're going to put that together. We're going to make 3. And when you do 3 breaths, that's 1 cycle. When you practice at home, you want to do at least 3 to 9 cycles. You'll create a lot of pressure. Let's do a cycle together. And just let go of the thinking mind if you're getting it right or not. This just takes practice. Okay? Coming back to our breath. Now we're going to enter the practice. So in, 2. Out. 1, 2, 3. In. 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In. 1, 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3. In. 1, 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In. 1, 2. Out. 1, 2, 3. In. 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In. 1, 2. Out. 1, 2, 3. In. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 2. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now just breathe naturally. And once you practice this, what you may feel is just this, like this pressure inside you just get bigger. That's your Wei Qi coming. So now we've got this energy growing in us. Let's activate the points along the lung channel. Okay. So this is how we're going to do it. You have your finger and then put your other finger on top. Okay. Your lung meridian starts at your diaphragm internally. So it's inside. And then it comes out to the surface just below your collarbone. And now all these points are tender. So just find the most tender spot. We've kind of spent a little time here. But what you're going to do is you're going to press to locate it. And then you're going to jiggle it to activate it. And then you're going to circle it. And that sends the energy down the meridian line. So lung 1 is usually very tender. We're not going to spend too much time on each one of these points. We're going to do all the points on both sides. So lung 2, just move up just above it, find that next really tender spot, then you're on it. Press, jiggle, circulate. Okay, this point right here is called cloud point. This is a point, they're all going to be great for lung health, for immune health, for asthma, for sinuses, for coughs, for colds, sore throats, right? This cloud point is also, each point has layers, a physical layer, an emotional layer, and a spirit layer, right? So this point is known to be the cloud point. So when you have dark, cloudy days, those sorrow days, this point helps clear the cloud, helps lighten it up, helps brighten your lungs, brighten your heart, brighten your thoughts, brighten your emotions. So this is the cloud point, one to remember. Now, the third point, the next point comes down right to your deltoid, right where your deltoid muscle is. And then right where your deltoid muscle is, there's a little notch right there. So you press it, you jiggle it, and you circle it. Now, this is incredibly tender on me. Most modern day acupuncturists use this for shoulder pain. But back in the day when acupuncture was more of like a spiritual sort of practice, they would know this point is called ghost point. Now, ghost point, this is when tends to be really tender activated when there's like people are communing with ancestors or they're having some spiritual spirit realm experience. So this is your ghost point. And now, oof, very tender. And then now when you come down to right where you're going to draw blood, to me, I don't really feel very much here, but literally like right on that crease. You press, you jiggle, you circle. I don't know that much about this point other than it's super important for asthma. And then the next point, and so now it's not just straight down the center line, it's now you're kind of starting to go toward the, oh, sorry. Now you're starting to go toward the thumb. And so right about here, couple, yeah. Now this point, again, to me is not very tender. This is a safe point where most acupuncturists first learn to needle. This is the first place to stick a needle in anybody because it's kind of not too sensitive, right? Might be. And now these points down by the wrist, this is where I want to draw your attention. There's 3 points really close together, just like if you were to put your fingers here and you're taking pulls. So press, jiggle. These start to be your inner gates. These are for your emotional well-being. And these are all, like I said, sinus, lung, sore throat, asthma, breathing. But just move down to the next one. And then this third one is right at this crease. And I want to call your attention to this one right here, right at the crease. You press, you jiggle, and you circle. So see how this is like in a crease? And so it's kind of called like it's in a chasm. It's in a deep place on the body, meaning it's kind of in a valley. And so and these are all associated with emotions such as, sorrow or something. So if you're ever in a place where you're like emotionally in a deep place, like a place where you feel stuck and overwhelmed and you can't get out of, this place helps you get out of a stuck, deep emotional place so you can like not be trapped deep inside. So you want to remember this point. Now we're going to move to the fatty part of the thumb. And it's a little bit hard to do it with your fingers this way. You can do it this way, or you can just anchor it with your thumb on the other side and just circle right here. This is great for your hands. It opens up the emotional, opens up the lung points in your hands. And when we're doing healing work on other people, some of us are body workers, and then when you're doing healing work on other people, you want to clear your own emotional energy and have a clear system so you can clear your channels, and then you work on somebody. That's part of the Buddha palm practice. And then the final piece here is right here on this thumb, right on the thumbnail, right where the fleshy, right at the corner of the thumbnail. And you take your fingernail and you press into it and you jiggle it, and it's probably pretty tender. And if you ever have a sore throat, this is the one for the sore throat. I can attest to it. It's not a pleasant thing, but you take a needle, like a sewing needle, make sure it's sterile, and you prick it, or have somebody else do it because you can't really do it yourself. You prick it and then get a drop of blood, and your sore throat will feel better. I promise. So at least mine did. How about that? So that's the final point on this line. So this is the lung meridian. So just sense and feel. Let's do it on the other side. So you're going to work, you're just going to bring the opposite hand over. You're going to put your finger here, press, locate it, jiggle it to activate it, and now circle it to move it through the line. Nice, slow, deep breath, knowing you're doing something incredibly healing for yourself. I massage these points every day. They used to be very tender. They're much less tender now. Move up just a little bit, press, jiggle, circulate. Yeah. Find your deltoid. There's a dip right there. Press, jiggle, circulate. Woo! Circulating. Moving down to where you draw blood. Press, jiggle, circulate. This is also a good skill of using your left hand accurately. Moving down right about here. You press, jiggle, circulate. You might notice when you do these points that they get really red, and that's really good. You're just bringing energy to the point. And now we'll come down to the points on the wrist. Like you lay your hand like this. And then you're going to press, jiggle, circulate. And then moving down, one more. And this final one right here in this crease, in this cave. I don't remember the name of it, but I know the story. Get yourself out of the pit. Okay, find the area. It's like halfway on this fleshy part. Press. And now, while you do it, I'm noticing that I'm holding tension in my body. And so just soften your body as you do it. Let the energy flow. And then the last point right here on the thumb. Just put your thumbnail in there. Okay. Now, those are all the lung meridian lines. Just sense and feel that you've accessed that. I just want to show you a few more points that have to do with breathing and emotional well-being. Now, they're on your lungs, but they're not lung points. These are kidney points. And so, same thing, you're going to come find your sternum and your clavicle, and right next to, right where the notch is at your clavicle and your sternum, in the intercostal space, you're going to press, jiggle, and circulate. Whew. Now, these are for emotional well-being. These are for releasing sadness, or whatever's on your heart. And then you just go down to the next intercostal space. We're going to go down 6 points. So you're going to go down 6 points, following right at the edge of your sternum, down, move down through the intercostal space, down through each rib, press, jiggle, circulate. And when you get to a tender one, you know, just in your own time, just spend time here, breathing there, softening, moving down. The last one, after you've gone down 6, then you know you've completed that. Then after you've completed that, you go to the other side, find your clavicle, find your sternum, and there's that intercostal space. You're going to press, jiggle, circulate. Moving down to the next intercostal space, working your way all the way down. Relaxing your body as you do it, breathing. I really encourage you to massage these points every day, especially in autumn, in winter, or if you're going to be traveling around a bunch of people. This just keeps your immune system as strong as it can be, and it's free, it's easy. You know how to do it. Okay. Now, sense and feel. And we'll just tap on here. And you can make the lung sounds. As you going up and down your sternum. Going over to your lung point. And down your lung channel. Now you know where to linger. Now you're going to go up the large intestine channel. I'm not going to do the large intestine, but this is the large intestine meridian, and it's its paired organ, its partner, and its paired organ comes up, around, up, and ends here. So you're going to come up the yang channel and down. Wow. I'm going to go to the other side. A lot of time here. Down. Okay. Those basic pieces took a little time, so let's shake it out, and we're going to drop into the practice. Shake it out, use the sounds, shake out the wrist, shake out your elbow, shake out your body. If you want to do some emotional sounds, do the S sounds. And even though that took time to learn that breath and to learn those points, now you've got access to a whole different bit of energy to circulate through the flow, through the form. Okay? Okay. Because of time, I'm going to shift, and we're just going to go into the flowing practice. I want to share this one piece with you too. I'll just have to make a separate video for that. Okay, letting yourself slow down. I'm going to share this piece with you. Everything about lungs, it's about your lungs. But right on top of it, this is your breath. Everything you're learning about lungs, you can apply it to breast health. So Let's do a coiling movement for breast health in particular. These are classic breast health, and they're for prevention of breast cancer. And they're great for your lungs. So you're gonna just bring your hands up. We're gonna go through it one time for time's sake. You're gonna bring your hands up like you're embracing the tree, like we stand, but this time your hands are out. The breathing is just a little bit different than normally, the way we normally do things. Normally you inhale when you bring your hands in Qigong. So just allow yourself to come into your vertical alignment, connect with your breath. And as you inhale and then exhale, let your hands just be here. As you inhale, let your hands just push out just a little bit. Inhale. And now as you exhale, you're going to exhale and draw your hands back into a soft, loose fist. As you inhale, you're going to press your hands out. And then you're going to exhale and soft, loose fist. Hands come back. I'm going to come closer just so you can see my hands. Inhale. Exhale. Drawing your hands back. Let's transition. Inhale, push your hands forward. This time we're going to go up. So when you exhale, you're going to go up and back. Inhale. Exhale. Up and back. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to transition. Inhale. Now we're going to go down. So as you exhale, you're going to come down. Inhale. And as you come down, there's this coil here. Bring in that Wei Qi, that sunlight, into your breath. Exhale. As you're exhaling, your exhale is a little longer, and you're bringing that Wei Qi. Last one. And then soften. Feel. Beautiful. All of this holds so much. Our breast holds so much. They just want to give. They just want to give. They just want to bring beauty and life and nourishment. Your lungs are communing with all of nature, right? And your heart, it's just, this is such just a beautiful, rich place that needs protection. So we put up shields around ourselves. And then some of those shields are we may or may not really be needing some of those shields anymore, but we definitely need our Wei Qi, but we may not need so many false shields of protection. So that's what we're about to go into. We're going to explore these. This is called Wise Owl Turns Her Head. And I'm just going to tell you a brief history about this form before we do it, just in brief. This form was not created in a temple. This form was for soldiers. They were on a mission that were probably not going to come home. These are ancient Chinese warriors. They battled. When they battled, it wasn't a video game battle. They would get shot, right, with a spear or an arrow, right? So they would line up in full rank with all their uniform, and they would practice Qigong movement. And this movement was one of the primary ones to help heal wounds from the lungs. They had a lung puncture wound. We don't have that. But we do have emotional wounds. And some of them are wounds, some of them are scabs, some of them are scars. In order for me to get from a wound to scab to scar, one component was this form. So that's why I'm sharing it with you. It may not be for the perfect one for you, but this helped me immensely. This is called Wise Owl Turns Her Head. But this helped me heal from a broken heart. So what you're going to do is you're going to come into vertical alignment. Your feet are pointing forward. Your pelvis is soft. Your belly is soft. In the very beginning, we're going to move slower than our breath. But then after we get going, we're going to have one breath back and one breath forward. Your fingers are facing each other. There's a connection to your fingers. There's a roundness here, and even though there's a roundness, it's not stiff. It's an open, empty sort of roundness. And these are your wings. So you're becoming a wise owl. I have a tendency to close my eyes in practice, but owls have their eyes open. This is an open-eyed practice. Owls are wise and they can see all around them. They can see in the dark. They can see in the light. The mechanics of this form are very simple. It's as if you're going to open a jar. So when let's just do the mechanics. When you inhale, your fingers are spiraling and coiling. Your head is looking over your shoulder. And at the peak of your inhale, your fingers are pointing back and behind you. Your chest is open, your neck is open. This is a vulnerable place to be. No warrior wants to be in this position, right? So that's your inhale. And then when you exhale, your eyes are open. The trickiest part of this form is moving your eyes and your fingers moving at the same time so that your eyes and your fingers land at the front together. That's the trickiest part. So let's just practice that on the other side, and then we'll drop into the flow. You're going to inhale. And I'm doing your mirror image. So if you're following me, looking at me in a mirror, well, looking at me in a mirror, you're looking toward the left, right? So we're going to exhale. Now let your eyes and your hands wide open follow with your breath toward the center. Okay. We're going to start the practice. We're going to inhale. Wise owl turns her head to help heal. What's in our hearts and what's in our chest, what weighs heavy on us today. Inhaling. Taking a look and seeing with eyes of love and wisdom what's here. And as you exhale, you are breathing, exhaling, releasing what you've seen. The other side, we're going to turn this into a timeline. Inhale. You're looking to the left. This is the path. This is a transmission of a past experience, a time when you were vulnerable. You can see it, you can feel it, and then exhaling, bringing with you the vision and the wisdom of what it's like to be vulnerable back to this present moment. And seeing in this moment, you're stable and strong and powerful. Inhaling, turning to the future, knowing that you'll be required to be in a vulnerable position again. Your eyes are open, you're aware. And yet when you return, you bring with it the wisdom and the healing that you'll return. Connecting now, inhaling. Feel your root. Have your eyes open. This is your healing circle. This is your medicine, an opportunity. To collect the wisdom, the lessons, the beauty, and the path. And know that they're in the path. And that when you arrive in the present moment, you're arriving with a new identity, one that's more in alignment with who you are now. And as you inhale and you turn and look to the future, to your vulnerable place, allow yourself to be in that place, knowing that vulnerability is strength and healing. Let's do this in silence, in your own experience. One more time on each side. Allowing yourself to see the experience and not get caught in it. Observe. And on this last one, as you start to make your way back to center, coming to center, and just breathing it in. Now, hands up at your waist. Inhale. And when you're ready, you're going to exhale. Your hands come forward. The great bear swims. You're swimming through this experience to another place. This stuff that's behind you, you can collect it, you can bring it, you can work with it. But you're not staying there. You're like moving to another spot in consciousness. You're swimming through this ocean of emotion, this ocean of potential energy. You're swimming through this healing elixir. And if you notice, you're turning from your thumb, you're using your lung meridian lines, and you're opening your heart, and see how courageous and vulnerable and strong this feels. You're turning your vulnerability into something that is carrying you, your healing journey. You're on a healing journey. Let the bear, let the strength, let the protection, let the intuition of the bear support the wisdom of that owl in that healing process. And really feel those lung points like activated in your arms and in your chest as you inhale. And if you want to bring in the white pearly light, you can. If it's naturally there, you might just connect with it. You're going to swim just a little bit more. Start to feel yourself as you're swimming, as you're getting to a place where you're ready to transition. You're being a medicine woman, shaman, shapeshifter. You're shifting from the owl to the bear, and now the bear knows it's taking you to a place where you're about to shift again. So start to get yourself on the shore, out of the water. Okay. So now we've been through this healing journey. We're on a new shore. We still have our life experience, but we're not caught in that. We're in a new place. We're going to be the golden phoenix rises. These are all forms you've done before. We're going to just do it one time for time's sake. And I'll talk you through it, but we'll go nice and slow. The golden phoenix rises. Remember those wings, your lung points, they help them make your wings. So we're going to flap our wings 3 times. Okay, when you're ready, you're going to inhale. Hands up, body sinks, exhale, down, hands down, body rises. Golden phoenix rising from the ashes. Gaining perspective, gaining height. This is our 3rd flap. Now we're going to spread our wings, and here we're going to just exhale for a second. Now we're going to hold your structure. So you're going to inhale. Draw yourself in, your wings in. You're not collapsing. You are smaller, but you have not collapsed. You still have structure. Exhale, push out and stand up. Inhale, draw it in. Draw yourself into yourself, your resources into yourself. Fit the situation that you need to without collapsing. Rise up. Inhale. Draw this energy in as a resource. And last one, you're pressing out. Now press out and feel your hands activated. Your fingers are up. Your palms are active. And now soften. Exhale. Let your hands point forward. And so your palms are toward the earth. Your fingers are forward. And now it's like your space just got bigger, but you don't have to hold it so rigidly. Right? There you go. Beautiful. There's a softness there. It's not tight or stiff. So here we go. We're going to inhale now. We're going to reach down and collect the resources from the earth. We're honoring as we do this. We're like humbling ourselves, honoring to the earth. We're collecting resources. And we're crossing our arms. And as we inhale and we scoop this up, all this water and all this earth energy and resources, and just pour it into your lungs. And now Normally we would massage our lung points, but we've already done that part. So just go ahead and place your palms of your hands, which is connected to your heart. So place your heart and your heart protector and your love right here on these points. And breathe here and soften. And if you want to, even make it a more humble, sort of reverent posture for your healing journey, you just bow your head and breathe, honoring yourself, honoring where you've been, how far you've come, what's in, with love, reverence, respect, humility, gentleness, connecting with yourself. Inhaling. And now when you exhale, let your hands float out. Your hands are in this classic protection. This is not a false shield of protection. This is one that's in alignment with your current need, with who you are now, who you're becoming. So inhale. Let this protection come up over your head, your palms over palm. And then turn your palms over as you exhale. And you open, spreading your wings. Exhale all the way down, feeling like you've created this container of light. You have full wingspan. Bringing this energy with you down into the palms of your hands. You're connecting now to a chi ball. You feel yourself grounded and centered, surrounded by your Wei Qi, your healing energy. And we're going to complete our practice. We're going to pull down the heavens. So we're going to inhale. One breath up. One exhale down. As you're starting to integrate, coming to completion, knowing you can come back to little pieces here for your lung health, for your breast health, for your healing. To sweep your house of sorrow so new things can come. So your new roots can grow. Really feel yourself integrating. And what really helps me, like right now, I'm still clearly in the flow. So if I need to come and I really need to, like, okay, I'm going to be done. What I do is when my hands float up, I inhale and I bring my feet together. And then like when I do that, it like really starts to be like, feels more serious now. Like it feels like the chi's more consolidated and I can be like, okay, now come down out of my head, out of my throat, come down, and just really direct it, consolidate it down into your lower dantian. With practice, you'll know if you're actually done or not. Yeah. And so now I felt that come down. Maybe you did too. I'm not sure, and now I'm just going to seal it in here, consolidate it. Feeling complete, feeling in the center, feeling calm, clear. Okay. Now just be here for a moment and bamboo in the wind. Feel your feet, feel yourself. Bamboo in the wind is a perfect closing because it just lets all that other little energy just spiral its way, find its way to your center, or it finds its way into the earth. It feels like some of my energy is like evaporating off on the edge too, but it's like the excess releases, and what is important gets consolidated. so I'm clear. You might rock and sway, have a peaceful feeling. Now we'll bow out. Okay, right hand makes a fist. This is your yang hand, your warrior hand. Left hand covers it, your yin hand, your healing hand, your listening hand. Bring it to your heart. And together we bow. We bow to each other. We bow to the practice, to the healing. We bow to the vulnerability. We bow to the owl and the bear and the phoenix and all of our journeys and all the lessons. And we bow to our teacher, our teacher's teachers, and the teacher within. And when you're ready, you inhale. Deep breath, being inspired by life. And step back across the threshold. And I invite you to journal about your experience. Thank you.